For me, community activists are the real stuff, and for them to feel strong, they need to get together, I think, nationally, so that they've got the support from each other, so they can learn about the differences, because England's a massive place. If we're just dealing with England, people go through loads of different stuff. But through a national community activist network, I think they can start to compare notes about what are the struggles and opportunities that they've got in their different communities, and get support from each other. And then biggest of all, they can support each other to go and talk at national platforms with government and everybody else to get their voice heard directly. Not through anybody else, through any intermediaries, not through workers, not through chief execs of charities, but directly from the communities themselves into the ears of people who've got power. Without a national community activist network, that power gets taken away and used by somebody else. And I think that's number one for me, why we need a national community activist network.
I think we need a national community activist network because where I work in Dudley, it feels as though people who are part of community groups and organised voluntary sector and organised faith groups all have ways of coming together, but people who are kind of being active and maybe haven't formed a group yet or want to do things or are actually being active in other ways don't have somewhere to come together. And presumably that might be the same in other parts of the West Midlands, so I'd like the West Midlands to be part of this movement and join up with people who can show us how to do it from other regions. Thank you.
I think there's lots of people that are active in their local neighbourhoods as well as people that are active on national and international issues, and a national community activist network would be a great vehicle to bring people together that are working on common issues to add greater leverage and to have more impact. Also to provide support to each other. Sometimes people are working often on their own, and it's always useful to hook up with other people that are doing similar things, learn from how other people have worked, and also to network.
So why do we need a community activist network, a national community activist network? Well, community activism is by definition local. That's where people build a power base, where they get busy around their issues and where they can have an impact. But it's a lonely business, and especially in the difficult times that we live in now. And so there's a big need for opportunities for people to come together, to support each other, to learn from each other and show some solidarity in their struggles. And we really need to do that for ourselves, because pretty well all the organisations at national level who ought to be doing that kind of job have allowed themselves to get co-opted by state money and state and government agendas, and have fast become, less use to people who are actually involved in active struggle at local level. So we need to do this for ourselves.